We zitten dus tussen een gorilla-familie en een olifant in. Dit is echt te gek. I'm Yuri Zwerts. I'm an assistant professor at Utrecht University and I'm a wildlife biologist. I studied wildlife in the tropical forest of Central Africa for 5 years and I discovered that FSC certified forestry effectively protects wildlife in these forests. Tropical forest, of course, hyper diverse. They have over 62% of all the vertebrate species. A lot of these species populations are going down, so it's important to protect them. We have a growing human population and we will need more resources and we have to produce those resources sustainably. There are certified production systems like FSC and they say that they have a positive impact on the environment and on people. I always wondered, like, does that really have an impact? I wasn't the only one. Also WWF wondered whether FSC has the impact that they claim to have. And together with Jaap van der Wade from WWF, I developed a research proposal to investigate whether FSC certified forestry really has an impact. We were the first study to really convincingly show that FSC certified forestry effectively protects wildlife in tropical forest. Ik ga jullie hier de allergrootste boom laten zien, of in ieder geval de allergrootste plankwortels die ik zelf ooit gezien heb. Het is gewoon een muur. So what I did, I set up a study with 14 forestry concessions to truly replicate the sample of FSC certified sites and non-certified sites. And for that I had to go to the Republic of Congo and Gabon. I set up camera traps in those concessions in very comparable areas of the forest. We left them there for 2 to 3 months and then we recovered them. That gave us a lot of photos. We gathered 1.3 million photos of wildlife in the Congo and Gabon. After spending all that time in the forest and working with over 260 employees to cut paths through the forest, to put up the cameras, to recover them, and then we had to look at all the data, we had these very nice results. We have photos of 55 mammals, well, forest elephants, leopards, chimpanzees, gorillas, all kinds of primates, but also rats, mice, smaller carnivores, all kinds of animals. So we divided the data into weight classes and then you can actually see what the effect was of FSC certified forestry on these different weight classes. Especially the larger species, larger than 10 kilograms on average, are much better off and that effect becomes stronger with even larger species. And the larger species also happen to be critically endangered. So in a way we can say that FSC certified forestry helps species protection and especially the critically endangered species. So FSC requires companies to implement a certain set of regulations to protect wildlife. They close off old logging roads, very important, because you open up the forest with logging and then you also have to close it off again, so you don't allow hunters to access. And also very important, FSC certified companies also finance anti-poaching patrols. So these patrols go into the forest and they set up checkpoints in roads, for example, to really look for ivory and for ivory poachers. I think the FSC sets an example in good forest management and we show that they are really effective. And actually it's strange to think that other types of forestry that have very negative impacts on wildlife populations are still allowed in the future. So I hope it sets an example for governments around the world also to really require such systems in their tropical forest. Now, the remaining tropical forests are covered for about 25% by logging concessions. So That's an area twice the size of Mexico. As consumers of products that are produced worldwide, we really have an impact in ecosystems on the other side of the globe. And so we have to find ways to reduce those impacts or to have no impact. And I think our study contributes to the knowledge that can help people to make the right decisions, to have a positive impact.